Hello, I'm Miss Revill. I'm one of the Year 6 teachers at Milbourne and I'm going to be reading tonight's story for you. For those of you who don't know me, I love maths, so it seemed only appropriate that tonight's story had a little bit of a number theme, and it's called How Big is a Million by Milbourne and Serena Riglietti. It's got a cute little penguin on it there. Pipkin was a very small penguin who was always asking very big questions. How wide is the sea? How high is the sky? Is the moon made of cheese? But the thing he wanted to know most of all was how big is a million? There he is. He went to ask his mama, but she was busy catching breakfast. It's very important to have a full tummy when you're asking such big questions. Pipkin counted the fish his mama had caught, and he found that there were 10. You see all the fishes laid out there. 10's a big number of fish for breakfast, he said. But if 10's this big, then how big is a million? A million's more fish than you could ever eat, said Mama. A million's much, much more than 10. Pipkin thought about this for a while. He tried to imagine how much more than 10. It's no good, he said at last. I'll have to go and find a million to know for sure just how big it is. Good luck, called Mama as she watched him go. And there he goes. These little footsteps on the snow. Pipkin walked a little way and found a crowd of penguins. They were huddled in a circle, keeping warm. Anyone guess how many penguins they think there might be there? There's a lot of them. All huddled round together, keeping each other's warm. That's a lot of penguins, Pipkin thought. There's much, much more than 10. Excuse me, he called. How many of there are you, they? 100, said the middle penguin. Did anyone guess 100? And I'm the warmest of them all. I bet he is. He's right in the middle, nice and cosy warm, because all the other penguins are keeping him warm and snuggly. 100's a very big number, said Pipkin. If 100's this big, then how big's a million? A million's much, much bigger than 100, said the middle penguin. But 100's enough to keep you toasty warm. Would you like to join us? No, thank you, said Pipkin. I have to find a million. Off he goes. He set off again through the deep white snow, and after a while his feet got tired of walking. So he slid on his tummy down a long steep hill. Whee! There he goes. He bumped into a seal cub who was doing much the same thing. Then ever so quietly, it began to snow. That's a lot of snowflakes, Pipkin whispered. There's more than 100 and much, much more than 10. Do you think there are a million? And you see all of the snowflakes on that page. No, said the seal cub, but I'm sure there are 1,000. And there really were. 1,000's a really big number, said Pipkin. If 1,000's this big, then how big's a million? The seal cub wrinkled his nose. Well, he said, a million's much, much bigger than 1,000. Can you believe there are 1,000 snowflakes on that page? There's so many. Pipkin and the seal cub built a snow penguin. Oh, look how cute a little snow penguin is. And a snow seal club. Little seal cub in the snow. And then they threw too many snowballs to count. And then Pipkin said, I really have to go. I've got to go and find my million. Good luck, said the seal cub. And he waved him. They had lots of fun in the snow, didn't they? Pipkin walked and walked all around the South Pole. That's where those penguins live. And back home again. His toes were cold and he was sleepy all over. And he hadn't found a million of anything at all. Pipkin was a very, very disappointed penguin. He said to his mama, I found 10 yummy fish, 100 warm penguins, and 1,000 pretty snowflakes, and a brand new friend. But I couldn't find a million, however hard I tried. Mama gave him a big warm hug. Aww. Come outside, she said. I've got something to show you. Here's your million, my little Pip. You can make a wish on every single one. It's found a million. Does anyone think what there might be a million of? I'll show you, it's here. This special poster. You see how enormous it is. It's actually the night sky. And on this poster, there are 1 million tiny, tiny little stars. Can you see just how big that is? Oh my goodness. There are so many little stars. So Pipkin did get to find his million at the end. Finally, they were all up in the night sky.